Hello, Vimeka here. Welcome to another episode of A Timely Intervention. Now, just in case there are any irritating creatures here, I'm gonna skip ahead until I find that area that we hadn't been into before. Oh, let's see, it didn't take that long, fair enough. Perhaps the orcs have gone as well now that I've defeated their leaders, I guess. Doesn't anyone else find the sight of these bones just a little bit worrying? Not particularly. Those usually have bones in them. Havoc certainly enjoys finding them. Okay. What's the thing? Oh, okay. It's that specific thing. I wonder though. Now, he doesn't seem to have found anything yet. Then again. Oh. Okay, I was hoping that whatever it is that lets him see areas we wouldn't normally be able to see would be on there, because he hasn't found any yet, and I thought perhaps that we ought to try it and see if he says, well, there's somewhere over there, or something like that, instead of just saying it automatically. That sounded complicated, but I'm sure you know what I meant. This will help somebody speed up a bit. Why are you all looking at me? I don't know, but this seems like a good time to see which one has the slowest speed. Well, I've forgotten which of these is speed. It does have evasion at 5%. Maybe that's it. I'm not sure. Alright, evasion 6. Well, look, I'm not going to tell you what all of the evasions are. Just look at them. Let's try equipment. What does... evasion and agility. Alright, I'm going to take a moment to see who it does best on. Yeah, it turns out that actually it is best for him to take it. Just about. Alyssa, actually, it's almost as bad for Alyssa, just not quite. Almost as good to have that. But she can now wear these, which is useful. And I don't think anyone else is going to get anything from that, so I will see you in a minute once I've gotten back to where I was. Those people who died in the final cave, I wonder if anyone missed them. If we die before the facility can come for us, will anyone miss me? I'm pretty certain they will. Yo. You'll not hear me say yo very often. Success. You are safe now. The orcs have been dealt with. Thank you, my children, not only for myself, but also because the villagers will now be safe. And now, Elfrida. No excuses. Here is the amulet. Take it to the high priest Hordrick in Berwen. He'll know what to do with it. If you insist. I promise I will get back here as soon as I can. Even without the orcs, I do not like the thought that you are here on your own. Answer, so be off with you. May we have your blessing before we go? You may indeed. Ah, yes. I take back what I said about blessings. You have mastered a compass, and you never thirst if you do not start. Now I'll be off with you. I wonder why it was Lissa specifically. Maybe it's because it's whoever's at the front of the party? I'm not sure. I'm sure at some point, if there was some way to change who was the front person. Then again, I can change everyone except I think. Oh, I know. I think it has to be her. Fair enough. When you're ready, step on the transporter. I'm ready. So am I. We even both have the same accent. In fact, our voices look identical. Activated. This is your last opportunity if you are not ready. We're ready. Oh, they are so ready. Possibly. Try to keep your balance. This will likely make you dizzy. I hate being made dizzy when I'm travelling full time, don't you? That does not sound like they've arrived in the right place. Wherever this is, it isn't the outskirts of Berwyn. I think I'd noticed that already, thank you. Look, you've been brisk and unpleasant all through training. I hope you're not going to stay like that for the whole of this mission. We don't have time to waste on pleasantries. We have a job to do. Do it, and that's all. We will do it more effectively if we work together, with a bit of respect for each other. You're only here because you've got some of those weird abilities. Do you think this makes you an equal partner? It doesn't. Now, let's move on and find out where they've managed to drop us. Well, whilst you're being so authoritative about everything, you might like to explain the creepy trees. Just some sort of optical illusion caused by brain disruption during the teleport. It'll pass. I remember seeing on the map that there's some sort of swamp northeast of Berwyn. Quite a long way northeast, to be exact. So we'll go southwest from here. There ought to be a small town called Aldrock, if I'm right. We should move off quickly before that mist closes back in. It will soon be here. Okay, looks like we get to birds these guys now. Good thing I did that extra course in the excellent part of physiology. It'll be useful for recognising items. Oh, I thought that was going to attack us. Okay. Oh, wow. Those are creepy looking trees. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure I haven't missed anything. Weird. I mean, just finding something like this lying on the ground, I can live with it. I think the whole point of this thing is to do just that. One thing that I find a bit annoying about world building in games like this, and indeed, okay, I guess that was an item that causes that to happen. Alright, I guess we get to find out what these things do. I have no idea how powerful these things are. I'll finish my thought in a second. She seems to be one of those people who can heal the others, but I suppose that's what counts as having special powers. Jylland does not have a lot of TP. Anyway, as I was saying, one thing I dislike about world building in these sort of, well, sci-fi, but also fantasy in particular, is you get these names for things we don't have now but we'll have in the future, or in whatever world it is, and you have no idea how they're pronounced. Okay, so southwest, I guess, is this way, but again, I don't want to miss anything. I thought you wanted to move on as quickly as possible. I do, but sometimes you gain more by looking around carefully. Perhaps find some supplies or maybe information. Do you never pay attention in basic trooper strategy training? Of course I did. I know why we were looking around, I just thought you were giving priority to speed. Let me do the thinking and we'll be alright. Okay? He is a jerk. Even before it was abandoned, this must have been a miserable house to live in. Dunno, this was quite a good standard for its time. Not luxury, but not bad. Some would say not luxurious. At least it is still keeping the rain out. We could rest up here if we need to, though there's just the floor. No, we don't need to right now, but that was helpful. It seems to be wanting to give us more of that, which is good, actually, it's helpful for me. Okay. I don't think there's a lot to find here. Oh. No, I'm not doing guard with that. Alright, I don't really have time to see, but either just hurting them because of some of the armor or something that they've got on destroys the enemies, or these enemies like to, I suppose, destroy themselves. Do we? No, we don't. Okay, not really sure where else to go. It's back here, but there's more than one place to go down. Perhaps this way. I'm not certain. Perhaps. Jylland's TP seems to go up during battle. I don't know why that would be, but that seems to be what happens. I don't think those trees are an illusion somehow. Okay, there must be some way to get to where I need to go. I will see you in a minute, and this time I really mean it, once I've worked out the way out of here. Of course, these two are trained to fight, I would assume, and they probably got better armor than the others. Yeah. Ah, maybe. Yeah, perhaps the element tells you what type of enemies it's good against. I'm glad we found these. The facility didn't have time to make us money. A training made no mention of having to deal with wildlife like this. Inadequate historical research, in my opinion, typical of so much of our system. No wonder we've never been able to defeat Kaiwood properly. There are very few records from this era. I'm sure they told us everything they could. There can be no excuse for incompetence. Well, don't forget, they didn't have time to complete the training before being sent there. Although, to be fair, these two might not actually have been told that. Still, I seem to have found wherever I'm supposed to go now, so that's helpful. I wonder if Firecracker is specifically useful for this type of creature. Let's find out. I mean, I'm gonna keep the other two, but no, that one resists against it, and I really couldn't care less whether it's good against these or not, because they go down in about a second. Well, that's a slight exaggeration, but... and one of them seems to have the ability to increase HP as well. That is really helpful. See, trouble is, I don't actually remember what direction they said we had to go in. I don't think there's anything else to find here. No. No, I don't. Let's go this way. Apart from music, I like the sound in general, the fact that you can hear the frogs, for example. I think we're supposed to go down that way because there's a frog blocking our way. I can guess what resistance booster does. Alright, let's go for it. I saved it just before doing this, which is something I would suggest you do. Unless something really interesting happens with these, epic as though a boss fight normally is, I don't think there's going to be anything particularly epic about this, so I'm going to skip ahead. Alright, I'm redoing it because I lost last time. Yeah, it has resist, but that's still incredibly helpful. good idea either if it seems to be wasting a lot of items to completely heal your characters. That's why I failed last time, I think. I didn't manage to do that. Foul things. Why did no one warn us that some of the species living at this time could be like this? There are lots of things like this that we don't know anymore. War and pollution killed off so much. Aha! So I'm guessing this is the village in question. Now to be sure of where we are. That settles that query. We're a long way from where we need to be. We really need to know what's been happening so that we can check when we've arrived. The person we need to speak to is the innkeeper. They always get the latest news from travellers. And by the way, I know you and how you are with strangers. We don't need to know their names or about their personal lives. No time. If you say so. But I think we will get more help if we are friendly with people. I have to say, I much prefer her to him. We'll be fine. Who are you? You don't look like anyone I know. Although, to be fair, we do seem to know Hilda's name anyway. We're just passing through. Lots of people have been passing through. My mum says that they're going to join a man called Quinay. Interesting. Alright, and I think this is a good time to end the episode. I will see you next time.